Hello, and welcome back. COVID and this pandemic has been truly devastating, affecting all of us, and every single one of us know at least one person who has perished from this disease. COVID doesn't distinguish between race, religion, gender, or political bias. We're all equally acceptable and equally at risk. When COVID-19 started, many of us were still in disbelief. Oh, it can't be as bad as they're saying. It's not happening here, it's just over in Asia or it's over in Europe. And even when Italy was scrambling completely out of beds and no room in any hospitals, wow, that is pretty bad and it's serious, but it's not going to happen here. And then when it happened in New York, other parts of the US were still, well, that's New York. It's a big city, a lot of close proximity. It's not going to happen anywhere else. It's not going to happen here. And slowly we've seen it's taken over the US, it's taken over the entire world. And while many people still don't take it seriously, it continues to spread and is a constant threat to our way of life. No one has been safe from COVID-19 and it affects all of us. Many of our nearby family and friends have even lost their lives, including friends and acquaintances of Dr. Go, who had access to his herbal medicine and to his treatments, yet didn't take it seriously enough in order to reach out and ask for help. It is just a solemn reminder that no matter how serious it is, it's not worth putting off getting treatment or getting help. With that being the case, it's all too important to not ignore the symptoms of COVID-19, even if you think that it's mild and wouldn't hurt you. Reach out for help and get help treatment. The sooner you get treatment for COVID-19, the better the chances are that it won't be devastating to you. The following is a longtime patient of Dr. Go, someone who has been helping spread the word about Dr. Go's medicine, anybody who has been battling the illness, trying to help them get treatment, bring them medicine, and the lesson that he learned about no case of COVID-19 can be treated lightly. As a strong member in the community, always helping people out, in the past year he has been introducing people to Dr. Go and helping them battle COVID-19 for the ones that he has learned have been diagnosed with the disease. Then one day, Dr. Go received a call from him. He was crying profusely, explaining that his close friend had perished due to COVID-19 from a mistake that he had made. What had happened? What was different in this case? He had been helping out people for months. He always had a good stock of the herbal medicine on hand and would routinely go at all hours of the night to deliver medicine to people who were in need. It turned out he had received a call from his friends a few days earlier, late at night, stating that his flu-like symptoms were indeed COVID-19 as he had just received positive test results. He offered to take his medicine over there and that they could set up an appointment with Dr. Go the following day. If he really needed to, he could call Dr. Go. Yet his friend declined, saying, it's okay. I've got a mild case, it's not too bad, we don't need to rush it, stay home, no need to go out late at night, and refused to accept him coming out late at night to deliver medicine for him. He agreed, thinking, well, okay, if it's a mild case, it can wait till tomorrow. Unfortunately, around 5 a.m. the next morning, he received a call from his frantic wife stating that they were on their way to the ER, the ambulance was coming, and that his friend had lost consciousness and was no longer breathing. He never regained consciousness and perished 3 days later. In shock and racked with guilt, he was having a hard time coming to understand with the events. His friend was always in good spirits, seemed fine when they spoke on the phone yesterday. He was always in good health and he exercised regularly. So how could it have happened so quick? The hardest part is he thought that if he had gone over that evening with the medicine, it's possible his friend would still be around today. Instead, he put it off till tomorrow. He felt that if he had gone over with the medicine that evening, insisting to just bring something to him, his friend might still be around today. There are many factors that go into each case of COVID-19, and each case is different based on the individual, the environment, and the time. But we are all equally acceptable. In the way that the coronavirus attacks the lungs, that hurts us all. Regardless of how strong we are, we all need to breathe. And if you can't breathe, there's issues. This isn't the only story of someone who has quickly perished to COVID-19, and I'm sure we all know of someone similar who went quickly. And in these times, as somebody who has also lost people prior to COVID-19, as someone who has also lost somebody overnight, they're fine one day and then gone the next, it is important to just be there for them. Even if you don't know what to say, just spending time with that person so they don't feel alone, to let them process their guilt. I'm sure we all know people who have had a very rough time this past year, lost many loved ones. It's important that you know that you can be there for them and just listen, giving them the space they need to be with friends. We can all be grateful that we are still here. Many of us are still healthy. And the most important thing is, if there's any indication of COVID-19 or anybody seems like they might need help, and they say, "Oh, it's okay, I'll be fine, it can wait a couple of days," insist. Be sure to just help them. One of the worst feelings is that feeling of knowing, well, if only I hadn't just said it can wait a few days. We can all be grateful that we're here, healthy, and if there's anybody else that we know that could use help, best to reach out today and not wait until tomorrow. Take the time we have while we're here before it's too late. With the vaccines continuing to roll out, we still don't have everyone vaccinated. And so, most importantly, please continue to wear a mask, wash your hands, take the COVID pandemic seriously, and we can all do our part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Hopefully that allows us to return to normal, going back to school, things are starting to reopen, so please stay safe out there. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to hear future updates. Thank you.